Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studios. This is your home for the best mix, the best variety, and all the important information you need. Download the Mix 1041 app at mymix1041.com. The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making the top of your house the best it can be. Visit bestbuymetalroofing.com.
The best mix, the best variety. WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. The showdown over those criminal migrant flights to El Salvador this afternoon. Federal Judge James Boasberg demanding the DOJ fill in the blanks.
Boasberg wants the DOJ to answer several questions, including what time the planes took off from the U.S. and how many migrants were removed via the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. President Trump is now calling on the Supreme Court to step in, saying unlawful nationwide injunctions by radical left judges could very well lead to the destruction of our country.
Fox's Madeline Rivera. President Trump, now the educator-in-chief, signing an executive order to dismantle the Department of Education.
Returning education, very simply, back to the states where it belongs.
Only Congress can completely erase the department. It's a flightmare fire near a substation by London's Heathrow Airport closes it for the day. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at loganthompsonlaw.com.
At Southern Heritage Bank, we love providing personal service as your local community bank.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
All right, good morning. Mix 1041. We're on mixtv.tv. Mix Mornings is presented by Bradley Medical Center. And let's get to local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. We had a plane crash on Thursday. A Cirrus SR-22 aircraft crashed while attempting to land at the Barwick-Lafayette Airport in Georgia. Yesterday about 2:30. Witnesses reported the plane descending at an abnormal trajectory with its nose upward, tail downward. Tragically, both individuals on board perished in the crash. This is from our news partners at Local 3. The airport is currently closed as the FAA and the NTSB conduct investigations. Bradley County Sheriff Steve Lawson announced the Bradley County Jail successfully passed the annual Tennessee Corrections Institute, or TCI, inspection for the second consecutive year, registering 0 deficiencies. This accomplishment underscores the dedication and professionalism of the jail officers and staff, reflecting the agency's commitment to excellence in corrections. The 10th Judicial Drug Task Force, comprising multiple law enforcement agencies, reported significant drug seizures for the year of 2024. The task force initiated 324 new cases, assisted in 200 others, leading to 176 felony arrests, 77 misdemeanor arrests. Notably, they confiscated over 50,000 dosage units of fentanyl tablets, approximately 16,319 grams of methamphetamine, and 5,101 grams of cocaine. Additionally, 156 firearms and $221,864 in currency were seized. According to the press release sent to us by the 10th Judicial Drug Task Force, these figures highlight the collaborative efforts to remove dangerous drugs from the community. Hey, keep this in mind if you're traveling to Chattanooga this weekend. TDOT has announced that the right lane on I-75 southbound near I-24 will be closed beginning tonight at 9 p.m. through Monday at 6 a.m. The closure extends from Highway 153 to the bridge over the CSX Railroad. It's part of a larger project to widen I-75. Local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. Visit Logan Thompson at LoganThompsonLaw.com. And did you find where you are in the
No,
Mixed Madness?
not yet. It's probably not great.
Good morning to Jamie Peak. Jamie works at Hughes Retirement Group. I know Jamie. And Jamie is number one after one day. Now, Jamie and her family, they're big Auburn fans. And good morning to her daughter, Isabella, who's good friends with Reagan Hartline.
Oh.
Isabella attends Cleveland High School.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, Jamie Peak, we walk in here and can't talk.
I know.
I shout.
Every morning.
Hey, Footless, what's going on with you? You walk in here, I can't talk. Like Pigpen on Charlie Brown.
I was in there earlier, but
I
I'm not in
understand
there
that.
now. That's because you keep it 25 degrees in there. That's why.
Okay, I'll go with that.
Yeah. Well, no, that freezes out the infection. Hey, Fruit Loops, where are you in the bracket?
130.
I'm beating him.
Where are you?
I'm 105.
Really? I'm 194.
Well, now, wait a minute. I'm 130 in the ESPN bracket. In the mixed bracket, I'm 264.
That's all we care about. Jamie Peak is leading up. Now, Jamie, don't get excited. Jamie listens every morning. Jamie, don't get excited. Don't start counting. Don't start making room for that big old TV from Kia of Cleveland. Wenezia is leading the ESPN bracket, too. But
We have that here.
Who's leading that?
That would be Daniel Cox.
Do we know who that is?
Sounds familiar, but
You don't
I
have a
don't
clue
know.
who that
No.
is. All right. Well, we just managed to talk through the entire traffic bed. Now I got to find it. It's a minute 36. Here we go. All right, over to you.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's the March Slam Dunk Trade-Up event at Don Ledford Automotive Center. The best deals on Chevrolet, GMC, and pre-owned vehicles. North Lee Highway and DonLedford.com, where they say yes. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Taking a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstate is looking good as well. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. Efficient, state-of-the-art, automated curbside service. Find out more by visiting wasteconnections.com/ClevelandTN.
All right, it's time for the Hardee's Wake Up, and wake up to the all-new Hardee's Maple Biscuits. They're warm, fluffy biscuits loaded with maple flavor and drizzled with icing. This delicious sweet biscuit is now available all day. And your choice of single, 2-pack, or 4-pack options. Don't forget, Hardee's now serves breakfast until noon. It is 7-Eleven. Good morning.
Strawberries and Hardee's Original Bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $6.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $6.99 Original Bag, only at Hardee's.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Did you know that a large number of student athletes vape, thinking it will give them a boost in performance? But you can't play if you can't breathe. Escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
At Basement and Crawl Space Solutions, we're excited to announce our partnership with USS. Together, we bring additional resources and over 30 years experience.
We can tackle bigger challenges and deliver even better results to protect Chattanooga homes now more than ever.
Call USS.
At summer camp, kids find their why. Friendship and fun, a world of adventure beneath a golden sun. When kids find new passions, they find their why. Summer camp season starts soon. Find your why for a better us.
It's Ram Truck Month at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Shop over 200 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams. Up to $11,000 off MSRP. Or get financing as low as 1.9% for up to 72 months. Buzzer beater savings on new Ram 1500 pickups. $11,000 off MSRP. Crown CDJR. The better way to buy and service. Visit CrownChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
Magnolia Dental Center.
What's going on at Duracell?
Yes, they are hiring.
No, I mean, really, what's going on at Duracell?
They're hiring.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and they're our friends.
What
and our
else
neighbors.
is happening?
Mechanical skilled technicians.
How's Jason?
He's great.
Do we have other friends over there?
Yeah, Jamie, Cindy,
Barbara.
Great team over there.
Hope they come over and have lunch with us sometime.
I wish they would.
Well, I won't be
nice.
here.
Yeah,
Can't make it. But anyway.
But anyway, they're hiring mechanical skilled technicians, $22 to $27 per hour. Excellent benefits beginning day one, including medical, dental, and vision insurance, paid vacation, holiday pay, 401k, tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply now at Duracell.com.
All right, now the weather. Today's best mix, best variety mix 104.1 inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center at 7:15.
Stearns & Foster has been making America's best mattresses since 1846. When you buy one at Mermaid, we'll give you $300 in free merchandise at locally owned Mermaid Mattress.
For today, sunny skies, a high of 62 and a low of 38 this evening. For tomorrow, sunny again, a high of 71 and a low of 35. And then on Sunday, partly cloudy during the day with a high of 76. Your current Milligan Vein temperature is 28 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar, things are looking great out there.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Moser Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
March Madness is here, and the Cleveland Family YMCA has a slam dunk offer just for you. Join the Y between March 16th and 31st and enjoy a $0 join fee, plus up to $18.91 off of your March membership rate.
Mix 104.1.
All right, Colin.
Well, happy Friday, everyone. We finally made it to the weekend. 5:13 is your time. Let's take a look at some of those current conditions. So we have been standing firmly at 33 degrees here in the Chattanooga metro area, so it's a very chilly start to your morning. If you're heading out to work, or maybe you're not on spring break yet and are heading out to school, just know that it's going to be chilly, especially when you add the wind chill on top of it. You're going to have to dress appropriately. Here's a look at your live radar right now. So things are staying nice and clear across our area. We do have some special weather statements which have been issued for all of our Georgia counties, and like I was expecting, this is due to the risk for fire danger. We're looking at some very low dew points. This means the air is extremely dry. That means that things get dried out very quickly, such as any fire fuels, grass. We're also looking at some slightly, moderate wind gusts that are gusting right now, so those will likely increase throughout the morning. So use extreme caution when it comes to discarding discarding your cigarettes, make sure you discard them properly, and that you are using extreme caution if you do burn outside. Of course, the best rule of thumb to avoid wildfires is to not burn outside at all. But as you head out the door this morning, we're going to be chilly for a couple more hours. We're going to hit the 40s by the time it's around 10 o'clock in the morning. The good news is, or the bright side of things, is it is going to be sunny today, and we should stay dry. So temperatures are going to warm up. We'll get into the 60s by around 4 o'clock. Not going to see any snow flurries like we did yesterday. So here's your highs around the board. Areas such as Altamont are going to stay in the upper 50s, as well as Fort Payne, and then areas such as Blue Ridge and Murphy, Cleveland, our high should be around 61 over there. Same for Scottsboro, and then 63 degrees is your high there in Chattanooga. Could see some light wind gusts that'll pick up a little bit throughout the afternoon. Tonight, those temperatures are going to dip down into the upper 30s to the lower 40s once again, but still a little bit more mild compared to last night, where we were in the upper 20s to the lower 30s. Now, here's the chance for severe weather. I've got an updated graphic for you from the Storm Prediction Center as of the last couple of minutes. We're kind of split in half here. We have a large area that is under a slight 2 out of 5 risk for severe weather. This does include portions of southwestern Tennessee, a marginal 1 out of 5 risk that does split into our region. If anything with these storms, there is a low but not zero tornado threat. But the big thing is really the possibility for some gusting straight line winds and that hail threat. And then for the rest of us on this other half over here, we're just expecting some thunderstorms. Of course, we will continue to monitor the situation, see whether more or less of our counties are included in that.
7 Mix 104.1 MixTV.tv Friday. 21st day of March, first full day of spring, and the second day of March Madness. Good morning to Daniel Cox. Hey, Fruit Loops, we think he's at the First Church, First Baptist. Is that right? Can't hear you. Loser, turn your mic on.
Do what, boss?
Daniel
Happy
Cox,
Friday.
we think he's at First Baptist. Is that right?
Yes, I think so.
So he is leading the ESPN bracket tournament challenge presented by Papa John's. And Daniel, before you start taking Ozempic because you're going to eat all that pizza, which I guess you could not eat all that pizza if you're on Ozempic, or maybe you could. I don't know, Daniel, but he's leading the ESPN bracket, but it's one day. Let's not get crazy here. And Jamie Peake, who works for Wendy Hughes and Rick Hughes, which sounds like a prison camp, is leading Mixed Madness. Can you imagine working for them? Oh, God.
Well, yes, that'd be great to work for.
Well, good. We'll let you try it.
Okay. I'll go right now.
Wendy's going to bake me a pie from the help. Anyway, Jamie, no. You're number one.
Good job.
No.
The end of the first round doesn't finish till tonight, so she still has the rest of the day.
Well, yeah, you're right. First round finishes tonight. First day is, and everybody gets all excited and crazy. But hey, I'm just jealous. I'm 194. I'm 102 ESPN. I'm the logo, by the way, in case you're wondering. That's in tribute to Jerry West. Before you start making fun of it, like Bridget did. Then Bridget said, "Who's Jerry West?" I said, "Well, just look up the NBA logo. That's Jerry West."
That's just.
So where are you? What are you ranked?
So in the mix one, I am 105. Why couldn't I be 104? And then on the ESPN one, though, I'm 44th.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Your brother had a great name, and I can't remember it. Adam Baggett.
He sent me a few. I don't know what he ended up with.
And the only reason I knew it was him is said A. Baggett. And he's the only A. Baggett I know. Are they in Murfreesboro with Jameson?
They are, yes.
Bradley won last night.
Mm-hmm.
Bradley is in the state Final Four for the first time since 2003. So happy for Zach Carpenter. Of course, Zach says, hey, let's just win, baby. Walker Valley's season is done. Congratulations, Will Campbell, Walker Valley, all the teams, the team, the families, everybody. And Denny and Greg did it last night. Great broadcast. Gary and Steve earlier. So we'll have Bradley tonight at, they're going to play Hillsboro in the Final Four, semifinals. Folks, that starts at 8:15 Eastern. Right here, Mix 1041 and the Mix app supplied by Wholesale Supply Company. Do you have something? Then we're going to do birthday.
So the most picked champs so far is Florida, Duke, and Tennessee.
Yeah. UT's losing tomorrow night to my Bruins.
I don't know about that.
It's over. So you cry your Rocky Top tears and enjoy it. And I'll tell you something else in a minute. Did you have something else?
Well, I found Adam's
What's
name.
his?
A new tariff is in town.
A new tariff is in town. Can Fruit Loops, can her brother win the bracket name contest?
Yes. Sure.
Because we don't pay him and we pay her too much. So that's my denture.
No, I think the FCC. I think it's immediate family. We can't.
Oh, it's immediate family, so he's out of it. Now, you know what? We'll put him in. Because, I mean, the names are terrible this year. It's the least creative names I've ever seen. I mean, you people you're not very bright anyway.
There are some good
What?
names out here.
Excuse you?
There are some good names out here.
There are very few. They're the fewest good names I've ever seen. We've been doing this over 20 years. And here's what happened. We started giving prizes for the names, and then the names just absolutely are so lame you can't make it up. All right, Bridget, come on. Simmons Bank celebration list. What do you got?
Happy birthday to my friend Pastor Tucker Sears today, youth pastor out at Mount Olive. Hope he has a great birthday
He still
today.
denies his father.
His Nana and his aunt sent that into
There
us
we go.
yesterday. Andrea Mullins is having a birthday today. That is from your JFI family. Brittany Ensminger is celebrating today, a fourth grade teacher at Michigan Avenue. She's married to Ryan and mother to Randy and Collins. Annie Arnwine is having a birthday today. Kelsey O'Neill is having a birthday tomorrow, a third grade teacher at Michigan Avenue. Austin Harold is 25 today. Marquita Kelly is 55 today. Jason and Jamie Bennett, they celebrated their 15th wedding anniversary yesterday, founders of Dark Horse Rescue Ranch. And then Krista Stewart is having a birthday today. Dark Horse Rescue Ranch?
What is that?
I'm not sure.
Who founded
it? Jason and Jamie Bennett.
What is Dark Horse? What is it?
Dark Horse Rescue Ranch.
I've never heard of it. But it doesn't mean anything. I barely heard of you. Dark Horse Rescue Ranch. I'd love to know what that means. Somebody tell me.
I'd say they rescue horses. One would think.
I don't know. We'll
We
find
can
out.
ask.
Well, I did ask. So maybe somebody let us know what the sound. Well, it sounds very cool.
Mm-hmm. We'll send you there.
Well, that's fine with me. I don't care.
Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those for today, tomorrow,
My family
and Sunday.
would also agree with that.
The volunteer Ritapest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. Simmons Bank works hard to help make their customers' dreams come true. Call Ken Do, 423-381-3427.
The only reason I came in this morning, normally I would skip this morning after being up till midnight, is Danny Murray's coming in. And that would be the only reason I'm here. So Danny and Jeff Salyer, well, Jeff's okay. I went to leave with Jeff. He's not very bright. But anyway, Jeff and Danny Murray coming in to talk about Lee Day coming up on April the 4th. Let's get a news update right here.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
Tragic story out of Lafayette, Georgia yesterday. 2 people died in a plane crash. It was a Cirrus SR-22 aircraft crashed while attempting to land at the Barwick Lafayette Airport in Georgia. It happened yesterday about 2:30, according to our news partners at Local 3. More on that at the top of the hour. The FAA and the NTSB are investigating what happened there. Bradley County Sheriff Steve Lawson announced the Bradley County Jail successfully passed the annual Tennessee Corrections Institute, or the TCI, inspection for the second consecutive year. And the 10th Judicial Drug Task Force, comprising multiple law enforcement agencies, reported significant drug seizures, including 50,000 dosage units of fentanyl tablets for the year of 2024. And much more than that. We'll have all that at the top of the hour.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's the March Slam Dunk Trade-Up event at Don Ledford Automotive Center. The best deals on Chevrolet, GMC, and pre-owned vehicles, Northley Highway and DonLedford.com, where they say yes. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Taking a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstate is still looking good as well. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by Southland Finance. Exciting changes are happening at Southland Finance. They're still here to offer the same services they always have and so much more. Call or stop by their Cleveland office at the corner of 25th Street and Peerless Road. Find out how Southland Finance is growing to serve you. I just received a link here, and I'll click on it to tell us more about the Dark Horse Rescue Ranch.
Well, it sounds really cool. It's the only reason I asked.
And whoever texts me, thank you. Christian-owned, very great company, great people that do a lot to serve the community.
What do they do?
And
Rescue horses?
Trying to click on the link.
Well, it's probably a virus. They probably sent you. I hope they did, by the way.
I'll just have to look them up myself. It's not working.
Well, I just wondered. Sound really neat. 728.
Come to Don Ledford GMC Save during the March.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
Hardee's original bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $6.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $6.99 original bag, only at Hardee's.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Hi, my name is Everest and I'm from Walker Valley High School. Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape, and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Their Facebook page, Rescue for Horses and People, and it says basic Western riding lessons and equine therapy. Very cool.
Now my first question. No, it sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Now where is it?
It's on Red Hill Valley Road.
One of my all-time great friends, Brian Berger, used to live down Red Hill Valley Road. Never will forget it. Back in the day, they don't anymore. But here's my question. So, Dark Horse, what is it?
Rescue Ranch.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Do they ever confuse the horses and the people? See, that would be the problem.
No.
They don't?
You got a big following on the Facebook.
On Facebook?
Yeah.
Down over?
Yeah.
Is our Facebook working anymore?
I don't know.
Hey, by the way, Denny Collins. Hey, Denny, good job last night. You're not Terry Evans. This is on the Walker Valley. Go ahead, Fruit Loops. What?
Did Bridget just say on the Facebook?
Yes.
Yes, on the Facebook. What she said. You
right there next to the radars.
Term right there.
Them radars are working too, and we got them internets going. Hey, Danny Murray's coming in. That's the only reason I'm here this morning. That is it. No, I was just going to say. Oh, speaking of which, so Denny filled in for Terry last night. He did okay, and Greg was there. Walker Valley State Tournament. Walker Valley lost last night, sadly, and But Denny kept referring to the station as My Mix 1041, so Denny thinks we're the website. Of course, Denny hasn't listened in 20 years. He hasn't listened since he was with me on Walker Valley Football in 2003.
He was just claiming ownership. He was saying,
My Mix. He kept saying, My Mix.
He sounded great. I didn't know
Denny,
who he was.
Exactly. It sounded so good, you didn't know who he was.
Sounded like a professional.
Yeah, Bridget texted, who's this? Denny Collins.
Tennessee Valley weather.
They did great. It is, we'll talk about Brad in a second. Bradley, of course, to the state Final Four. 8:15 tonight against Hillsboro. All right, let's do it. Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
Thank you to all the families that have and continue to purchase all your mattress needs from locally owned Mermaid Mattress. Keeping your dollars local is important, and so is buying from a family, not a firm.
For today, sunny skies, a high of 62 and a low of 38 this evening. For tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 71 and a low of 36. And then on Sunday, mainly sunny with a high of 77. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 28 degrees. Taking a look at the Central Heat and Air radar, things are looking great out there.
The radars are working.
Radars are working.
We did confirm. Yeah, they are. And there's some, mostly Fruit Loops on mixedtv.tv right now has most of Indiana covered and portions of Kentucky.
You know what's going on everywhere.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Aubrey's of Cleveland. Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious food in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
Car troubles bringing you down? Drive safe, drive smart. Call Two Brothers Tire and Auto, 423-790-7447.
Mix 1041.
The CHI Memorial Sports Desk, CHI Memorial Hello Human Kindness Sports, sponsored by the Town Squire. Hey, Larry? Larry? When are we going to start carrying some UCLA gear? Because let me tell you what UCLA is going to do to Tennessee tomorrow night. All them Rocky Top people are going to be buying Alabama shirts.
Absolutely nothing.
It's over. It is over. Bob
Larry.
Kessling, Bertelkamp, they're going to be puddling in their tears in Lexington, Kentucky tomorrow night. It's over.
Larry, don't get rid of your Tennessee gear. It'll be just fine.
No, Larry will be putting it in a yard sale down on the Mike Smith and Larry will go in together and Coy and all of them. They'll be selling it in a yard sale down on the corner, all the UT basketball. You people are done tomorrow night. It's over.
The Town Squire has a great selection of sportswear. Larry says it may be the best in 48 years.
Yep.
People are volunteer traditions. Johnny O at the Town Squire. Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street, Cleveland.
All right, more on that in a moment. But first, and of course I am not prepared here. It's fine. Let's go to the TSSAA State Boys Basketball Tournament, the 4A quarterfinals from yesterday. Hang on. I'm trying to drag this over. Hang on. There we go. Oak Ridge ended Walker Valley's season last night, 60-39. Oak Ridge coached by former Cleveland High School coach and UT star Aaron Green. And but Walker Valley's season is done. What a season, though. Will Campbell, congratulations to him and the team. Of course, the seniors. They finished at 30-5 on the year. But the season is over. Now, Oak Ridge and Aaron Green, they move on. Of course, he was married to the former Paige Redmond, Bradley Barrett star. She still coaches there at Oak Ridge. He coaches the boys. His dad was a longtime coach in Sweetwater. Legendary coach there. Bradley wins there in the state Final Four for the first time in 22 years. Zach Carpenter, buddy. He can't hear me there in Murfreesboro, but my goodness, I tell you who'd be proud of Zach Carpenter. Larry Carpenter. That's exactly right. Bradley over Memphis East last night, 63-48. State Final Four tonight. All right, so here you go, folks. Bradley will play Hillsboro at 8:15 Eastern Time. We'll have it right here on Mix 1041 and the Mix app. Now, that's an all-new Mix app.
Go to mymix1041.com and download the app. It's supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Our coverage is. All right, last night, NCAA men's basketball tournament, UT defeated Wofford 77-62 in Lexington. UCLA, late last night, I was there with them, 72-47 over Utah State. They now will play Fruit Loops. My Bruins will play UT tomorrow night. 10 o'clock, well, 9:40 tomorrow night. We're going to carry it here on Mix 1041 and ESPN Cleveland 1013, both stations. Presented by TVFCU. Hey, Fruit Loops, you know why the Bruins will win?
No.
All right.
Nope.
So my dad, Dr. Steve Hartline, was a dentist here for about 40 years. My dad, who passed away last June, his birthday is tomorrow, March 22nd. All right, so let's follow me here.
Oh, nice.
I'm a UCLA fan because of my dad. My dad loved John Wooden. He almost named me John Wooden Hartline, whatever. But anyway, so I'm thinking that UCLA wins on my dad's birthday tomorrow, beats your Volunteers, and we'll do it in Lexington, Kentucky. And then you got Kessling and Bertelkamp. That'll be it for them. It's over. Get out. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I don't think that's happening.
It ain't happening?
No.
UCLA wins tomorrow night.
We'll see.
Arkansas beat Kansas 79-72. St. John's and Rick Pitino over Omaha 83-53. So this sets up the Kentucky Bowl. You got Calipari and Pitino going to face off Saturday, tomorrow. St. John's and Arkansas. Michigan survived UC San Diego. Jason Brooks of Cleveland High School plays for UC San Diego. But Michigan wins it. 68-65. McNeese State, the big upset yesterday, a 12 over a 5. They beat Clemson 69-67. Will Wade, former UTC coach, went to LSU, committed every crime possible. Somehow came back. He's already heading to NC State. He's like a Calipari criminal, I guarantee you. Oh, Lord. You talk to that guy, got to take a shower. Ugh. Anyway. McNeese State, though, they beat Clemson. Here are some highlights for today. Alabama takes on Robert Morris, 1240 TNT. No, True TV. Lipscomb will play Iowa State, 1:30 TNT. Memphis and Colorado, 2 o'clock TBS. Duke plays at 2:50. Cooper Flag is back, apparently. Takes on Mount St. Mary's, 2:50 CBS. Vandy takes on St. Mary's, 3:15 True TV. All right, here's a game of the day. North Carolina, Ole Miss, 4:05 on TNT. UNC will beat Ole Miss at 4:05. Kentucky plays Troy. Don't sleep on Troy, Wildcats. 7:10 on CBS. All right, so the Lady Vols play South Florida. First round women's game at 7:30 tonight. ESPN Cleveland, 101.3, presented by TVFCU. And join Andy Morris, host of The Drive on ESPN Cleveland 101.3. He'll be live at Champy's. Champy's, Cleveland's March Madness headquarters. Andy will be there 4 to 6. Food, drink specials, screens everywhere. It's a great place to watch March Madness. All right, let's do it. Jamie Peake of Hughes Retirement Group is number 1 on Mixed Madness Fruit Loops after one day. And you were right. It's the first round doesn't end until tonight. Is that right?
Yeah, so after tonight's games will be the end of the first round, and then after Sunday's games, the end of the second round, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Let me go to, hey, Bobby Ludwig. Hey, where's Bobby? Well, I hung up on him. Hey, Bobby Ludwig.
Steve.
Did you do a bracket?
I didn't. I didn't get in with a bracket this year.
What?
So,
come on,
I
Bobby.
know. I had a lot of stuff going on. Steve, I turned 50 this week. You got to give me a little bit of grace here.
I mean, I am an absolute profound
shock.
Well, I went in. Yeah. Here's what happened. I went in yesterday, and I saw that the deadline was like at noon, or the day before, one of the 2 days, and I was past the deadline. It was afternoon, and I missed it.
So, I mean, I don't even know if I can talk to you anymore. Because here's the thing: it's probably illegal. I don't care. If people work here, they have to fill out a bracket. So I mean, it's if they work here. Now you pay to be on here,
Yeah.
but I'm about to cut you off, like
He's one of us.
I can't believe this.
Yeah.
Well, because hang on. Because there have been many years over the years that you've led after day one, like Jamie Peake over at Hughes Retirement. She's leading after day one, and you'd get all excited and you'd cry and everything, and she's already measuring
I don't know
for
if
that.
I've ever led after day one.
Yeah, you did.
Hey, but you know what? Hey, I'm 100% the bracket that I'm keeping in at home.
Doesn't count. Does not count.
I'm 100%.
Could not care less. Could not care less. But you're
Well,
suspended.
Jamie's a sports fanatic. So I'm
You know
I'm
Jamie?
not surprised that she's leading. I know Jamie well, and I'm not surprised she's doing. She's a big Auburn fan.
Yep.
And but she's into football. Like, apparently she's into basketball too. So
But here's the thing. It's one day. Now, Daniel Cox from First Baptist Cleveland is leading the ESPN poll, or ESPN bracket. Linda Cash. Hey, Dr. Cash is in it. I don't know where she is. I saw her. She got in. Jeff Elliott's in. But I don't know where they are.
Oh, Dr. Cash is doing well.
I know. I thought so.
She's tied for a bunch of people in 8th place, but
Sylvia Coates is tied for second. Hey, Fruit Loops, where are you in the bracket? Do we know?
263 in the Mixed Madness.
I'm 194. Bridget,
I'm trying to
where are
figure
you?
out who's in the lead in the office.
I'm 105.
While Bobby talks to us.
Bridget, what were you? What'd you say, Bridget?
I'm 105 in the mixed one.
Light mix 105.
Okay.
All right, Bobby, go ahead. I can't take you seriously anymore. I am so disappointed. It's unbelievable.
Just consider me an unbiased we can talk about it, and I don't have a dog in the fight, right, Steve? So over the next week and a half, week.
Your phone number used to be your bracket, and we get all memories and all that. I'll have Danny Murray write you a song. He's in the green room.
Chuck Norris. Last year I was Chuck Norris.
Cluck Norris, I thought.
And Cluck Norris. You're right. It was Cluck Norris. You're right. Cluck Norris. But
all right, let's go.
Yeah,
I don't have time for
I
this.
know. All right, let's move on.
on.
Hey, markets were slightly down yesterday. The Dow down 11 points. It closed at 41,953. The S&P down 12. The close at 5,662. And the NASDAQ down 59 points to close at 17,691. So market slightly down yesterday. Back to you guys in the studio. A lot of things to talk about sports-wise.
Who's Fruit Loops, who's leading the office?
As far as I can tell, Bridget, I can't find anybody else in front of her.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
nice, Bridget.
Although it would have been better if she was in place 104, but you know.
Jamie Peake, now, she's tasting them duck donuts, which Blake has given us. This is very special. Just 2-day-old donuts this year.
Oh, nice.
Well, he serves the customers 1-day-old donuts, and we won't talk about the health scores. Now, why?
Terrible.
Why? All right, Bobby, how do we get a hold of you? No one cares.
Hey, give us a call for all your investment, retirement, and life insurance needs. 473-2215. Again, that's 473-2215, or stop by and see me at 2060 North Ocoee, right by the old Liner gas station.
I still love you, Bobby. I do. You just disappointed me. Bobby, I would die for you. I'm playing Prince, by the way. Get off my phone. You're done. I'm tired of you. You want to take Bobby's spot?
Your time matters. And at Direct Primary Care Associates, we know that. Listen to Shawn as she explains how we've helped her.
Being a working mom, owning my own business and having children, Direct Primary Care is so much more convenient for me because I can just pick up my phone, shoot a message to my doctor, tell him what's going on, and he can give me an answer right then. If I need to go in, I know it's going to be a quick visit. I go in and then I'm out. I don't have time to drive to the doctor, sit for an hour in a waiting room, and then sit for even longer waiting on the doctor to come in while my child is destroying the office. So my time, I feel like, is worth as much as the doctor's time. And with direct primary care, I'm treated that way.
If you'd like to learn more about Direct Primary Care Associates, visit our website at directpca.com or call 423-650-4831.
Well, we like to think what makes Andrew Johnson make different is the way we work with our community and our customers. We also have a great staff with a lot of experience that we feel like can help you whatever your need is for banking. I love the community of it. Like I said, I was born and raised here. I've seen it grow, and I love our growth pattern. It's just a great place to live with friendly people that just make you feel at home.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Mix 104.1 and Honda of Cleveland are teaming up to give one deserving teacher in our local area the chance to win a 2025 Honda Civic LX. Nominate your favorite teacher at mymix1041.com or on the Mix 1041 app.
Dad, what are you doing? We have an important meeting soon.
What could be more important than making sure this mattress is right for our customer?
You're right.
Oh, well, you should listen to your dad more. Now help me make this bed.
Right now, during our Catch Z, Save G sale, you can save up to 57% on overstock Mermaid brand mattresses.
And that's only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep, locally handmade, hand-delivered.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Celebrating today, a fourth grade teacher at Michigan Avenue. Annie Arnwine is celebrating today. Kelsey O'Neill is celebrating tomorrow, a third grade teacher at Michigan Avenue. Austin Harold is 25 today. Marquita Kelly is 55 today. Jason and Jamie Bennett, they celebrated their 15th wedding anniversary yesterday. Founders of Dark Horse Rescue Ranch.
You ever heard of that, Danny? Dark Horse Rescue Ranch?
I got caught there one night, but
I know you're into horses.
I don't like to talk about it in public. You know what I mean?
We just found out about them this morning.
Yeah.
Dark Horse Rescue Ranch down on where? Red Hill Valley?
Yes, it's a ministry.
It's a ministry, and now they rescue horses and people, but they try not to confuse them.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's easy to do sometimes. I got a couple of cousins that were sold as burros.
Old Danny Ray,
yeah,
down
buddy.
over in North Carolina. God love him.
We had our big time.
Krista Stewart celebrating today. Our friend Juan Gomez celebrating tomorrow. He's going to be 42 tomorrow.
Johnny Gomez, my man.
Oh, 42, man. You better be looking at some nursing homes there, Juan. All right.
Call Todd Fletcher. We'll get him straightened out.
And then Christy Shepard celebrating today. Happy birthday.
Hey, Mark, how old's Christy? You going to tell us? He just text me.
Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those for today, tomorrow, and Sunday. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number, the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. You can visit the new location of Simmons Bank in Cleveland at the corner of Keith Street and Stewart Road.
Danny would like a tour of the vault.
Yeah, I like to just step in there and just count a few stacks.
Call Jamie Kyle 423-381-3429.
Hey, our friend Nate Tucker from Lee University just texted me. He says, hey, Steve. He's also, by the way, the chairman of the Cleveland Board of Education.
Way to go, Nate.
Hey, Jeff, when are you going to do anything?
That's right.
Anyway,
yeah, come on.
He says, hey, Steve, I'm traveling today, listening to you via the all-new Mix 1041 app, and it's working great.
Look at there.
Hey,
Look at
he
there.
tied for second place in Mix Madness.
Nate is?
Yeah.
Really? Where is Jeff Salyer?
34th.
I don't see his name
What
on
are you?
this
34th.
list.
Who do you have winning the whole thing?
Tennessee in that bracket.
You're an idiot.
I'm a homer.
You're an idiot. But hey, let me tell you
They
something.
won last
You're gonna
night, didn't
lose.
they? Huh?
You're going to lose to my UCLA Bruins.
I don't know if I can even stay up and watch the game.
It's at 9:40.
9:40
on a Saturday night.
Still, I go to church on Sunday, Steve. I don't know if you do.
Oh, telling on my buddy here. Oh,
Hey, UCLA did not look good in the first half until they pulled it out a little bit later, but they didn't look good early. I know.
But who cares? And Danny, by the way, there is no more sports addicted person than Danny.
man,
Murray.
I just
How
listen.
many brackets
listen.
did you do this
Oh,
year?
hey,
Danny?
listen, I got some medicine for my brackets. And I don't even have to worry about it this year.
We're here to talk about Lee Day because
Yes, sir.
Danny, it's one of the best days of the year. It truly is at Lee University.
It is the day. It is the day at Lee University, the best day in the world to come and visit. I mean, everything's out on display. We're going to have a block party. We're going to have food everywhere. We got all kinds of displays. The clubs are going to be out having fun and meeting everybody. It is the best time. If you ever want to come and see what we're about, this is the day. It starts, actually, it's 2 days.
It's 2 days.
But it starts on Friday, and we have start registration at 8 o'clock in the morning. You can go sit in on classes. Whatever you think you're interested in, you can go sit in and go to a class.
Maybe I should do that since I didn't sit in on classes when I was there.
they did request that. And they said maybe you'd like to find out what it's actually like.
Yeah,
But you can sit in on a class. I mean, there's everything that you want to do. It's absolutely the best time to come, right, Jeff? And Jeff's heading it up. Jeff's the man.
Everybody.
Danny is Mr. Lee Day, but I have been able to help plan this year based on what we've done for years, and it is. I think this is the most packed Lee Day weekend we've had in a long time. There are 75 classes students can choose from in a block from 9 to 2 on Friday morning. But it's not just about class. It's not just about meeting professors. We have all our musical ensembles on display, all our clubs, everything that makes
athletics.
Lee
We
great.
got some stuff. Baseball's playing this year.
Baseball's playing. There is track meet. There's lots of things going on campus. The campus will be packed with people, but in a good way. And like Danny said, food is all covered.
You'll get a schedule of every hour, something to do every hour. It is wonderful, and we'll take you on a guided tour.
Yep.
Our highly trained admissions counselors will take you all the way through and show you all that. Here's the best thing: it's all free.
Wow.
All you have to do is get here.
Wow.
It's all free for you.
Well, let's get Jeff. Let's talk about dates because and then how people can. So they need to register, obviously.
Yeah, it would be helpful if you register. It's April 4th and April 5th. It's a Friday and Saturday. You can register at leeuniversity.edu. Taken on the front page, it says Lee Day, learn more. It'll take you to the Lee Day page, which has all the information, including the schedule, including all the kind of bullet points of what we're about. And if you're an admitted student, if you've applied and you've been accepted, you can schedule to get your fall class when you walk out of Lee Day.
Danny, it's admitted, not committed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you scared me there for a minute.
Yeah,
I just remember those days in that cell. It was rough, I'm telling you.
Those white coats coming after you.
White coats.
I was there. We were all supporting you, though. Hey, Jeff. So if they've been admitted, what happens?
Yeah, if they've been an accepted student, they can schedule an early class selection. It's also on the Lee Day webpage.
They'll be put with an advisor that'll walk them through the whole thing, and they can walk out of there with their entire schedule in hand. I'm telling you, it is the day. It's all lined up. It's all hands on deck. Everybody will be there to serve and to help. It's a wonderful, wonderful 2 days, actually. Next Friday and Saturday. No.
Danny Murray and
April
Jeff
4th.
Salyer. Yeah, April 4th and 5th. And Danny, we talk about it, those of us who've been at Lee and experienced it. There's a secret sauce. There's a magic to it. It's hard to describe, but I guess what I would tell people is getting on campus is just so important.
It is so important. I mean, I've always felt like that, God's not going to do anything for us that we can do for ourselves. We can have a beautiful campus, and boy, Dr. Kahn has raised the millions of dollars and built those beautiful buildings. It is, I talked to a lady last week, went to 3 different campuses with her daughter, and she said none of them can compare to Lee. It's just so beautiful. We can do that. Okay? We can get great teachers with qualified degrees who love people, and we've done that. But then, that special thing about Lee, God has put his hand on this place, I believe. That's why I've spent my life recruiting for it. I really believe it's a life-changing process. But you never know. You know, I mean, you could take 100 universities and put our brochures out here, we all look alike. You have to go, you have to experience, and this is the day to do it. And if you're, anywhere close, this is the time to come.
Jeff Salyer, what do you think, buddy?
Yeah, Lee is a great place for local students, and I know we kind of have a local audience, and it may feel like Lee's a little too close, but go over to campus and see how far away we actually are. When I mean that, what I say by that is you can be in your own town, but in a different world. And what Danny's describing is Lee is a different world, even for our local students, and they find it, close enough to go get their laundry done, but far enough away to find their own independence and to be able to find a home at Lee that they can make their own and figure out what their calling is in life. We believe that these students are called to something. That is our belief. That's kind of one of our distinctives at Lee, and you can find that calling at Lee, but you can't find it unless you come on campus, unless you enroll in classes. And that's what we're trying to encourage everybody to come out to Lee Day so you can get a taste of that.
And how do people get all the information about it?
LeeUniversity.edu. Click Learn More on the front page, and everything you want to know about Lee Day is there. We ask that you register so we can prepare for food, but we'll take walk-ups too. If you want early class selection and you're an admitted student, there's a link there too.
Or if you want to call 423-614-8000, they'll put you right through to admission staff, and all like that. I'm not too good with computers, I got a call from a hacker the other day, and he said, I want you to know I've got all of your usernames and passwords.
Yeah.
And I said, well, could you give me just a minute to get a pen and paper? I haven't had those in years.
Danny Murray!
Yeah, Lee Day!
Oh, my goodness. Lee Day, April 4th and 5th. It's a tremendous, tremendous time at Lee University. Find out all about it. Guys, thanks so much. Danny, I'm now going to go home and go to bed.
I would. Yeah.
That's done.
Hey, I forgot one thing.
Oh, here we go.
Finances. Everybody's always worried about the money to go to school. You have complete access to our entire financial aid staff on Lee Day. And they'll be there. You can go in and sit down with them and they can go over. That's really complex, that whole deal is. Last year, there was a big fumble with
fiasco.
FAFSA. They've got that straightened out now.
I read
that. I think.
Yeah,
but anyway,
it is.
You can sit down with them and they'll go over all that with you, how to fill out the papers and do all that.
And you give away some scholarships?
Scholarships, yeah. We're going to give away several scholarships. One half tuition, one.
We're giving away a total of 10 scholarships.
Oh,
and then
wow.
some of them are really big, and then some are,
Is that
every little bit
retroactive?
helps.
Yeah. No, that's Biden. You'll need to call him.
Oh, Danny Murray! Jeff Salyer, guys, thanks so much.
Appreciate it, Steve.
Great to see
Thank
you.
you, Steve.
Once again, Lee University. Oh, a couple things. LeeUniversity.edu, and also be listening Monday.
Yeah.
The president of Lee University, Dr. Paul Kahn, will be with us. Some exciting news. Finally firing Danny. Finally, after
gonna get rid of him.
we've got he's got some big stuff to
Boy,
talk
I'm
about
telling
on
you,
Monday.
this is a biggie.
About this time of the morning, about 7:45 on Monday. Stand by, everybody.
Are you noticing cracks in your foundation walls?
You ready?
If you want cool lawyers in Southeast Tennessee to represent you, it's Logan Thompson. We're cool and we get results.
All right, let's do it again.
Yeah.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Hardee's Original Bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $6.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $6.99 Original Bag, only at Hardee's.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Thank you, Cleveland and Bradley County, for supporting Vendor Realty for the last 55 years. More than ever, we are ready and prepared to help our community be home. The real estate market is changing and evolving, and the Vendor Realty family is ready to help navigate today's market by providing professional, knowledgeable, and resourceful advisors to help your dream of calling someplace home. For all things real estate, be home with Vendor Realty, 425 25th Street, 423-472-2173, vendor-realty.com.
Still in progress. The Town Squire selection's good, but the sale price is even better. Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street in Cleveland. The Town Squire.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's the March Slam Dunk Trade-Up event at Don Ledford Automotive Center. The best deals on Chevrolet, GMC, and pre-owned vehicles. North Lee Highway and DonLedford.com, where they say yes. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Taking a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras. The interstate still looking good as well. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
This traffic report is brought to you by L&B Appliance, your one-stop appliance shop, locally owned and operated, Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland. 423-339-3231.
Tennessee Valley weather.
Traffic and weather together. Today's best mix and best variety. Mix 104.1. Let's go inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center. 8:05 news is next.
Whenever you see the big box chains that sell mattresses, you'll also find locally owned Mermaid Mattress, either across the street or around the corner, where more of your dollars will stay local.
Sunny skies, a high of 62 and a low of 38 this evening. For tomorrow, sunny again, a high of 71 and a low of 36. And then on Sunday, partly cloudy with a high of 77 during the day. We'll see storms later that night. And then our current Milligan Vein temperature is 27 degrees. Taking a look at the Central Heat and Air radar, things are looking great out there. This weather forecast is brought to you by the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Ken Beard, Dr. Brian Beard, and Dr. Baylor Terrell. Call them at 423-476-6541 or visit them online at centerforcosmeticdentistry.com.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studios. This is your home for the best mix, the best variety, and all the important information you need. Download the Mix 1041 app at mymix1041.com. The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making the top of your house the best it can be. Visit bestbuymetalroofing.com.
The best mix, the best variety. WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland.
Fox News is next.
Presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Gianna Gelosi. A federal judge, James Boasberg, says the Trump administration is evading its obligations by twice ignoring a request for more information on the deportation flights to El Salvador.
Boasberg says instead of giving the information he wanted, the government gave a 6-paragraph declaration from an Immigration and Customs Enforcement office in Texas. The declaration notified the court that cabinet secretaries are considering whether to invoke state secrets privilege, which allows the government to withhold certain information because of national security concerns.
Fox's Madeline Rivera. Hearing is scheduled for today at 2:30 Eastern Time. President Trump moving to dismantle the Department of Education.
People have wanted to do this for many, many years, for many, many decades. And I don't know, no president ever got around to doing it, but I'm getting around to doing it.
A Reuters poll showed 65% of voters oppose the move. America's listening to Fox News.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
Mix 1041, we're on MixTV.tv as we say good morning to you. Local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. And our news partners at Local 3 report a Cirrus SR-22 aircraft crashed while attempting to land at the Barwick-Lafayette Airport in Georgia. This happened on Thursday at around 2:30 p.m. Witnesses report the plane descended at an abnormal trajectory, its nose upward and tail downward. Tragically, both individuals on board perished in the crash. The airport currently closed. The FAA and the NTSB are conducting investigations. Bradley County Sheriff Steve Lawson announced the Bradley County Jail has successfully passed the annual Tennessee Corrections Institute inspection for the second consecutive year, registering 0 deficiencies. This accomplishment underscores the dedication and professionalism of the jail officers and staff, reflecting the agency's commitment to excellence in correction. Sheriff Steve Lawson praised his team's efforts in maintaining high standards and ensure the safety and well-being of inmates and the community. The 10th Judicial Drug Task Force, comprising multiple law enforcement agencies, reported significant drug seizures for the year of 2024. The task force initiated 324 new cases, assisted in 200 others, leading to 176 felony arrests, 77 misdemeanor arrests. Notably, they confiscated over 50,000 dosage units of fentanyl tablets, about 16,319 grams of methamphetamine, 5,101 grams of cocaine, 156 firearms, and over $220,000 in currency was seized. And here's a note for you. Remember, TDOT, they've announced that the right lane on I-75 southbound near the I-24 interchange will be closed beginning tonight at 9 o'clock until 6 a.m. on Monday. The closure extends from Highway 153 to the bridge over the CSX Railroad. Well, I have invited a man who's probably pretty tired at this point. Gary Owenby is the voice of the Bears after calling the third straight championship last week for the girls. Now the Bradley boys are in the state Final Four, I think first time since 2003. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Is that what I heard last night?
Yep, we went to the final championship game in 2003.
That's right.
And we'd gone in 2000 with Kent and lost both times to White Station in the finals.
That's right. Well, Gary, I want to talk about that in a moment, but I invited you in because we lost our dear, dear friend, Earl Rowan, Mr. Bradley.
Yep.
Passed away, I guess, Wednesday night.
Right.
And this community, Gary, yesterday had an outpouring like we've not seen in a long time. Gary, just your initial observations.
Well, we knew that things didn't look good for several months, and I got the phone call Wednesday night about 9:30 or 10, and still it was stunning, to hear that.
Yes.
And what can you do? I mean, it's he's better off, And Cork would say, "Don't worry about me. I'm fine." He'd go Bears. I can hear him now, and but it's such a tragedy, a loss to the community in so many ways. From Lee College when he came here as a student, and actually began working with Corky Whitlock about 60 years ago. just as just some young kid to fill in and do some stats for him on the radio there when he was doing that. And then obviously here he is up until just the past year. The Maryville game was the last game we'd worked together up at Maryville. And he knew then he had an issue with his dental work, and it was going to get it checked out, and turned out to be tragically, cancer and all that. Eventually got him, but I talked to him several times, quite often, and he just told me in February, I guess it was, when we had this conversation, he said, "Gary, don't replace me yet." He said on the radio. I said, "I'm holding your job, Earl. It's your job as long as you can do it." That's right. He said, "Well, I'm going to fight through this, and I'll be back." And he's very optimistic about the thing there. And I said, "Earl, it's just February. Don't worry about it." I said, "This is not till August when we start playing football again and all." And I said, "You're going to be fine." And he was very positive and upbeat about during the whole time. And it is finally, I guess, after a period of time, it wears you down. And bless his heart, you don't replace him, you follow him. It's like with Corky. Nobody replaced Corky. You follow him. And I had my own time. I went to the cemetery yesterday morning and sat on a tombstone and cried. And it hit me. He's with Corky. And Corky probably said, "Earl, we got a game Friday night." And Earl said, "Oh, yeah, let's go. We got it, Bears." And the fun part, working on the radio, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work that people don't understand. Behind the scenes has to take place, but it's a lot of fun. And Corky, Earl, he'd always say, "Who are we going to play this season? What's the upcoming schedule look like?" I said, "Well, we got 5 at home, 5 on the road." He said, "Well, how many of them can we eat?" Food games, he called them.
Oh, yeah, every time.
We go to Knoxville and Maryville and place up there. It's far enough. We got to eat before or after the game, but usually before the game. So he always liked those food games, And Lord, did he love to eat.
Yeah. Did he have certain favorites wherever you guys went? Coach Rowan?
A place to eat?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We go to Maryville, we stop at Burt's in Madisonville. Yeah. It's a meat and three kind of place. Yep. Old country, and he's a country guy. Loves the country cooking. Oh, yeah. And, beans and taters, and that's Earl. Mm-hmm. And then we'd go up to Hardin Valley or Farragut or Bearden. There's a Cracker Barrel right there at the Farragut exit.
That's right.
I can guarantee you we're going to eat the Cracker Barrel that night. And Earl, I'm going to tell this on Earl. Yeah. He would go into Cracker Barrel, and he would bring a little 6-pack cooler into the restaurant with Tupperware cups. Oh, Lord. Take the food, divide it half and half. Eat half and take half home. I can graze on this, for 2 or 3 days. That's honest to God's truth.
That's wonderful.
And I give him a hard time. He's been doing that for years.
Is that right?
I said, Earl, they may say something when you walk into the restaurant with a cooler, like you've got some kind of outside food or some kind of pet food or something in there. I said, it's not exactly a doggy bag. But he said, no, they won't care. I'm just going to take this home,
We're joined by the voice of the Bears and the Bearettes, Gary Owenby, talking about our late great friend Earl Rowan. And how perfect is it that his former team, of course he was a longtime coach of the Bradley Boys, now in the state semifinals, Gary, tonight against Hillsboro.
Yeah, he would have been thrilled to death. Earl, they call him Mr. Bradley because, he taught there for so long, and he'd lead the pep rallies. We'd have a student pep rally. He'd have that whole gym, fired up, ready to go, and he'd been there, this week if it happened last week with the Barretts and all. And he coached for 14 years. Unfortunately, he never got to the state. Always wanted to go to the state, but back in his heyday, Brainerd was a powerhouse, and that was a team you had to get through to get state. Robert High. Mm-hmm. Never could beat them when it come down to getting to the state.
That's right, yeah.
But then Kent was lucky enough to have some great talent come through and get them to the state several times. And Coach Reuter now, in his 15th year, he's been there, I think, the last, 8 or 9 times and won 4 gold balls, 3 in a row here. It's just incredible. And Earl would have just been so pleased. And he talked about that when I talked to him here about the Barretts and what's going on with them this year. he'd mention them every time we talked, and what's going on with football? I said, well, it's not football season. I don't really know. But,
it's basketball.
It's basketball. But he's just one of those guys, if you didn't love Earl, it's because you never met him.
That's right.
Because we'd go to road games, and road games they're fun because you're at Bradley, and, hey, it's normal routine. It's a standard procedure. We know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, who's going to be there, who's in the press box. You go to road games, you're at the mercy of this great electronic equipment and the internet.
That's right.
And we know, as well as anybody, it don't always work right.
Oh, it doesn't. Especially on the road.
You're on the road, and here, if it happens at Bradley or Cleveland, hey, we can run back to station and get another piece of equipment.
Yeah, sure.
You can't do that on the road.
Nope.
So you got to have a workaround or a way to get around it. And Earl he was not a computer guy. He couldn't even spell PC, I don't believe. And he'd tell you that. I'm not going to learn that, you do that, and I'll just stay over here till you get ready to turn that switch on, we'll start talking. And he could talk. It's funny, too. Earl taught current events at Bradley. He didn't have a textbook. He would literally record a news show from the major networks the night before and bring that tape in, old VCR tape, no doubt. Oh, wow. Bring it in and play that tape and say, okay, right now in the news we had a plane crash. We had a riot going on. We had something going on. And whatever's a hot topic, and people look down at kids, teenagers, they don't know what's going on. Those kids know far more than you give them credit for. Absolutely. And he loved that interaction because he just started the topic. Well, what do you think about this? It may be the World Series, maybe the Super Bowl. It may be something going on here locally or worldwide or, in the U.S. And he loved that class, and the kids loved it because they got to argue back with him, which you don't get to do with many teachers, hey, because my opinion as a student is this, and you're the teacher, but I don't agree with your opinion. He loved that interaction and that feedback and all. And he loved that, but he loved to talk, and he loved to talk politics more than anything. I mean, that was his thing. We'd take off here going up to Farragut someplace, and if you make one comment about politics, well, here's Earl now going on and on and on to the whole. We get there, we pull in, he's still talking about this one comment. It got to the point I said, Earl, we're going to a football game, and we will not talk politics. You are banned from talking politics. I was serious. And when we'd start, he'd say something about, I said, Earl, we're not going there. We talk about the weather, talk about the zoo, talk about football or anything. We're not talking about politics. Earl had to talk with his hands.
Yeah.
He was always doing this or this, this big. And I said, Earl, if I tied your hands behind you, you'd be a deaf mute. You couldn't talk. He said, what are you talking about? I said, you don't notice it yourself. I said, we're driving. I'm driving. He's riding. I said, put one hand on each leg. Now talk to me. He couldn't go 5 seconds. I said, see there? Well, yeah, I guess I see what you mean.
Gary, I tell you, how long did you work with Earl? And I'm talking even with Corky.
About 35 years, and it's been great to know him, and it's an honor to work with him and people like him and Corky as well. There's two guys that, like I said, they'll never be replaced. They'll just somebody follow them, and unfortunately, I'll have to find someone to follow with Earl in football this season. I look forward to the season being here, but it's going to be a huge loss. It hurts the heart. You don't hurt for Earl, but your heart hurts because you're going to miss him.
That's exactly right.
And that's exactly the pain you feel. It's because of that, because he's fine. He's dashing through the streets with Corky up there, I'm sure.
I know.
And his family, he's from South Georgia. His mom and dad had been passed away a long time ago. And he's got a brother and sister still alive down there. And he was one of 6 siblings, so several of them have already gone on. But and
we love him.
Very devout man of Christian faith, but I'm telling you what, he lived
North
the
Cleveland
faith.
Church of God for many, many years.
He lived it. So.
Gary Owenby and Steve Wells will have the call tonight, about 8:15 Eastern, something like that.
If it's on time, it should be
something
about
like
that time, and it'll not be the late like last week. We started at 9:45.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Hey, but you're still playing, so you don't complain. If you're tired, well, hey, it's a good tired.
That's a good tired. Hillsboro tonight will take on Bradley right here, Mix 104.1, and the all-new Mix app. And you can listen to Gary and Steve around the world anywhere. Download the app through the website, mymix1041.com. It's all supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Gary, thanks for stopping by, buddy.
Hey, thanks.
I thought about Corky and Earl myself yesterday, and it just hurts. It hurts. It really, really does.
Thanks.
Good to see you, bud.
Let me come in this morning.
Oh, anytime. Anytime. You're always welcome. All right, and be careful going over. It is 8:21. Coming up, we got Brian Fretwell, our buddy from Direct Primary Care Associates, on the way. And this news also sponsored in part by Mark Shepard Shelter Insurance, and it's a special day Bridget, Christy Shepard is having a birthday today, Mark says.
Yes. Happy birthday, Christy.
He says he was in the doghouse until he texted me the birthday. God bless you, buddy. Good to see you. Be careful. We're praying for you. Yeah. God bless and go Bears. I heard that sign off last night. That was excellent. That was excellent. So anyway, Shepard's in the doghouse. He's very comfortable there. But Christy Shepard, happy birthday to you.
Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's the March Slam Dunk Trade-Up event at Don Ledford Automotive Center. The best deals on Chevrolet, GMC, and pre-owned vehicles. Northley Highway and DonLedford.com, where they say yes. We have no reports of any accidents this morning, and taking a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstate is still looking good as well. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by the Cleveland Family YMCA. The Y has a slam dunk offer just for you. Join between now and March 31st and enjoy a $0 join fee plus up to $18.91 off of your March membership rate. Basketball was invented at the Y in 1891. You can celebrate the history of the game at the Y. Find out more at clevelandtnymca.org. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
It's Ram Truck Month at Crown City JR.
At summer camp, kids find their why. Friendship and fun, a world of adventure beneath a golden sun. When kids find new passions, they find their why. Summer camp season starts soon. Find your why for a better us.
It's Ram Truck Month at Crown City JR Cleveland. Shop over 200 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams. Up to $11,000 off MSRP. Or get financing as low as 1.9% for up to 72 months. Crown City JR, the better way to buy and service.
Magnolia Dental Center of Cleveland wants to welcome you to the Magnolia family, a local dental clinic that uses their God-given knowledge and skills to bless our community through dentistry, checkups and cleanings, fillings and crowns, dentures and partials, emergency dental care, and so much more. Conveniently located at 2190 Chambliss Avenue. Call them at 476-3307 to set up an appointment today for you and your loved ones, ages 12 and up. Free exam and x-ray through March 31st.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Hardee's original bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $6.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $6.99 original bag, only at Hardee's.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, "Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza." And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Through the free Mix 1041 app. We got an all-new app, actually. If you have the app right now, you need to update it to the new app. or download the free Mix 1041 app at mymix1041.com.
Stearns & Foster has been making America's best mattresses since 1846. When you buy one at Mermaid, we'll give you $300 in free merchandise at locally owned Mermaid Mattress.
For today, sunny skies, a high of 62 and a low of 38 this evening. For tomorrow, mainly sunny, a high of 71 and a low of 35. And then on Sunday, partly cloudy with a high of 77. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 28 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar, things are looking great out there.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
Our buddy Brian Fretwell is here, Direct Primary Care Associates, for his weekly visit. How are you?
I'm great, Steve. Thank you guys for having me. I had a great time actually last week, too. I actually kind of enjoy you not being here sometimes.
Oh, well,
Bridget told me to say that.
Well, she really enjoys me not being here every time.
Well, I brought them gifts. As I was driving in, I didn't hear. I was driving by the office, and we had just gotten these new tumblers. And I was like, this is a perfect day to give a gift that Steve won't hoard.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, because people bring me stuff and forget
yes.
about them, which is the way it should be.
Well, they were the first ones to get the brand new cups, so we haven't even given them out to anybody else yet. They're brand new. They're fantastic, actually, fantastic. But thank you for having me today. I appreciate it, and it's always a joy to be here. It really is.
What is? Yeah, right. What is? So, what's on your mind this week?
I really just wanted to share a story, and this story actually happened yesterday. I have a patient at our Dalton office, actually, and she said that I could share her story. I'll make up the name, but Sarah's her name, and she had heard about us, and like everybody else, how we're kind of trained, we're going to wait till we get sick to be seen. Well, it's 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and she gets home, and actually gets home with her child, and on the way home notices that her child's not really feeling very well, and gets home, checks her temperature, and it's 101, and calls her pediatrician down there. They can't get her in, and that's when she calls. We always say anytime you want to call us is a great time to call, but when you're sick is the worst. I know that sounds like backwards. For us, we like to take care of you when you're well, so that way when you are sick, it's easy and it's linear. Nonetheless, she gave us a call. We got her and her entire family signed up, got her poor sick child seen who had the flu, and flu is still going around. We still have quite a few people with the flu. And, catching it early enough. But this is what she said. I tell you the story to set this up. This is what she said. She said, I've heard you on the radio. I've seen you on social media. I know about your company. I've been on your website. And I thought, man, that's just fantastic. And I didn't know that I needed you until I needed you. And then when I actually came and saw you, and now I get it. Now I understand what you're about. Because, and this is, to me, this fills my cup. This makes me just feel fantastic. Being a caregiver, the career that I chose, and the career that everybody at Direct Primary Care Associates chose, is to be caregivers. Yep. But when she said, I didn't know you really cared so much. Like, who else is going to come in after your office closes and see my sick child? Like, I'd do it for my kid, right? Actually, I let my kids stay on the couch. Don't talk to Mason, my oldest son. I let him sit on the couch for 2 days with strep. Ended up sending him to Stacy, and Stacy calls me, Brian, what are you doing? He's got the worst case of strep I've ever seen. So trust me with your kids, not my own. Yeah.
Your own children, yeah.
But that's what we do. We rub a little dirt on it, get back in the game.
Right, but suck it up.
But it just absolutely, that fills my cup. And so, usually I want to come in and give the audience, some tips on taking care of themselves, taking care of their family. But, we care, and that's never going to translate in the radio. That's never going to translate on social media. That's never going to translate on our website. So I just wanted to tell you her story so that you guys could understand from somebody who has known us, has seen us, likes us. Now, thank God she trusts us.
Well, and you could line them up. The stories really could be lined up. This is a recent story from yesterday. It was Brian Fretwell, Direct Primary Care Associates. And but that's human nature, isn't it?
It is.
It's when we need something.
Right.
But that, like you said, you want to treat people when they're well in preparation for when they get sick.
That's right. And when you develop, within our service, when you develop and you come in and you see how we do things. We do things very differently. It's not like your regular doctor's office. It's not like your walk-in clinic. Mm-hmm. You're not walking in, sitting and waiting. Our process is you text, hey, I'm sick, I need help. Hey, I need to come in and be seen. Hey, I need a medicine refill. Whatever your need is, it's a text. And from right then, our nurses and our healthcare providers immediately start taking care of you right then. And so it's a mind shift and a completely different mindset. But the mindset is really towards wellness and keeping you well. And that first visit, that's what we focus on. Now, we get you prepared for the everything else. The everything else is all those things I just said. We've got you taken care of. That's the easy part. But the hardest part in medicine right now, the hardest part in medicine is access, affordability, and staying well. Yep. We address all three of those. Yep. Access, you have us, same or next day, or you carry us around in your pocket. Yep. That's one. Affordability, when you break it down, we are for a year of care, we are less than 1 month of a premium of insurance. Now, we're not saying do without insurance, but we understand that insurance leaves a lot of us behind, and making that affordable. If you were to make insurance cover the things that we cover, you couldn't afford it. You absolutely couldn't afford it because you have free doctor's visits, free telemedicine, free pharmacy, free lab. There's no additional copays, no additional deductibles, all for about $800 for a year or about $79 a month. And I'm giving you the high end of the range. Yeah. So, but we do that to try to drive people towards wellness. Like we want to help you lose weight. We want to help you stop smoking. We want to help you get your blood pressure under control, get your diabetes under control, get your cholesterol under control. Do all of those things that we can do to keep you out of the emergency room, to keep you out of urgent care, to keep you out of the doctor's offices, to keep you well as long as we can.
And that makes for a better community.
It does.
Quite frankly.
It does.
Brian Fretwell, it's Direct Primary Care Associates. How do people get more information and go ahead and find out about it?
The best way is to check us out online. You can always see us at dpca.health. Having a little bit of problem with that website, Ashley told us. So working on that today. But directpca.com is another one. Yeah. But the easiest one is dpca.health. And if you just Google search that, it takes you right to our website. Or you can always give us a call, 423-650-4831.
And don't forget the associates in the name because the associates care so much. Brian Fretwell, thank you, buddy.
Thank you, my
Great
friend.
to see you. We'll see you soon.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Wish I meant that. All right, it is. No wonder you don't like seeing me. Stop talking to Shelton and those guys. They'll lead you down the wrong road. Well, you'll go find him at the beach, probably.
Did you know that 6,100 students under the age of 18 vape for their very first time every day? It's time to make a change. Escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
I love the Cleveland community because I think it's a very warm place to live. It's just a very friendly community, and you don't necessarily have to be born here to fit in. There's a lot of folks that move here and they fall in love with it. I feel like we make our customers feel valued by the way we treat them. We're very welcoming here. We get to know them. We learn their names. We learn their goals, and we try to meet all their financial needs, not just do one transaction with them.
Mix 104.1 and Honda of Cleveland are teaming up to give one deserving teacher in our local area the chance to win a 2025 Honda Civic LX. Nominate your favorite teacher at mymix1041.com or on the Mix 104.1 app.
Dad, what are you wearing?
Your mother and I, prom 1979.
That couldn't be more out of style.
Well, you know what never goes out of style? Sleeping on a new Tempur-Pedic from Mermaid Mattress.
That's fair, but let's go take it off because you're embarrassing us.
Right now at Mermaid Mattress, get up to 5 years no interest financing on select Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. But that's only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep locally, handmade, hand-delivered.
I'm Clark Campbell. I've lived here in Cleveland, Tennessee for 24 years, and I'm so proud that I get to shop for my business to get my truck right here in my town. One of the most intimidating things in the truck buying process is you just don't want to talk to people sometimes. Don Ledford Chevrolet just isn't that place. And that's my favorite thing about this property is you just feel like a friend. There are a lot of options when it comes to dealerships in Cleveland and the Chattanooga area. This is going to be the first place I go to every single time.
You ready?
If you want cool lawyers in Southeast Tennessee to represent you, it's Logan Thompson. We're cool and we get results.
All right, let's do it again.
Yeah.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
Hardee's original bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $6.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $6.99 original bag, only at Hardee's.
Mix 104.1 Mix TV.
On Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane.
Pastor Tucker Sears, youth pastor at Mount Olive. Also, Andrea Mullins is celebrating today. That is from her JFI family. Brittany Ensminger celebrating today, a 4th grade teacher at Michigan Avenue. Annie Arnwine is celebrating today. Kelsey O'Neill is having a birthday tomorrow, a 3rd grade teacher at Michigan Avenue. Austin Harold is 25 today. Marquita Kelly is 55. Jason and Jamie Bennett, they celebrated their 15th wedding anniversary yesterday. Founders of Dark Horse Rescue Ranch. Krista Stewart is having a birthday today. Our friend Juan Gomez is going to be 42 tomorrow. Christy Shepard is celebrating today. Renee Davis is having a birthday today. The birthday wish says we think she's 39 plus a few. Brody Dempsey is going to be 13 on Sunday, and he is part of the Ocoee Middle School band. That is from Mom and Dad. They love him very much. Amanda Montgomery is having a birthday today. Scott Montgomery is celebrating tomorrow. And then Carolyn Skinner is celebrating tomorrow. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those for today, tomorrow, and Sunday. The volunteer Ritapest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list at Simmons Bank. They are with you every step of the way. Call Ken Du, 423-381-3427.
All right, good morning. Full news on our website, mymix1041.com.
This news update is brought to you by Ocoee Pediatrics. At Ocoee Pediatrics, they are committed to seeing sick children within 24 hours of onset in most cases. Located at 55 25th Street in Cleveland. Call 423-614-3733 or visit ocoeepeds.com.
The Town Squad.
Hi, my name is Addison and I am from Bradley Central. Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape, and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
It's sponsored in part by our friends at Solutions Finance of Tennessee. Need cash? See Ricky Hens, Greg Redmond at Solutions Finance of Tennessee in the Elders Ace Hardware Plaza, former Cook's Plaza, on Keith Street in Cleveland. And we began with last night, the TSSAA quarterfinals. Walker Valley season is over. They lost to Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge coached by former UT star Aaron Green. He's also the former coach of Cleveland High School, and he now coaches Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge 60-39 last night over Walker Valley. Big congratulations on a great season to Will Campbell and his staff and team. They finish at 30-5 on the year. Bradley moves on. Bradley to the state Final Four. They beat Memphis East at the state tournament last night, 63-48. So Bradley plays in the state semifinals in the Final Four tonight at 8:15 against Hillsboro. We'll have live coverage right here on Mix 1041 and the all-new Mix 1041 app. It's a free download at mymix1041.com. Coverage supplied by Joseo Supply Group. Yeah, that's the first time that Bradley's been in the state Final Four, the boys, since 2003. So a big, big night tonight. NCAA men's basketball tournament last night. UT over Wofford, 77-42. UCLA, the win over Utah State, 72-47. So UT will play UCLA tomorrow night. That will be at 9:40 tomorrow night. We'll have it on both stations, Mix 104.1 and ESPN Cleveland 101.3, presented by TVFCU. Arkansas over Kansas last night, 79-72. St. John's wins late over Omaha. Rick Pitino's Johnnies, 83-53. And so it's the former Kentucky Coach Bowl, I guess. Arkansas and St. John's tomorrow night in the tournament, round 2.
Here we go. I'm
Calipari
just proud to be in 105th place.
Well, hey, that's great. Calipari and Pitino. Michigan held on against UC San Diego. Jason Brooks of Cleveland High plays for UC San Diego. Michigan beat them 68-65. McNeese State, the big upset yesterday over Clemson. 12 seed over a 5, 69-67. Big games today. Well, really the biggest game of the day, North Carolina Ole Miss. They'll play at 4:05 on TNT. Of course, other great games. Hey, all of our March Madness coverage on ESPN Cleveland 101.3 is presented by our friends at Papa John's. We're going to talk with Paul here in just a second about that. We'll have the Lady Vols in South Florida tonight in the women's tournament, 7:30 on ESPN Cleveland 101.3, presented by TVFCU. And then join us live from Champy's today, 4 until 6. Champy's, Cleveland's March Madness headquarters, with the big screens, food and drinks, all that. Andy Morris, host of The Drive, will be there from ESPN right here on Mix 104.1. Live broadcast 4 to 6 today. One more reminder, Bradley Hillsborough in the state semifinal tonight, 8:15, right here, Mix 104.1 and the Mix app. Paul, is it Boscia, is that right?
That's right.
Did I say it right?
You did.
Paul, you were here for the big pizza contest, big throwdown we had earlier.
We did. Yep, we were here.
Paul with Papa John's. And how you doing, buddy?
Doing well.
Did you do a bracket? Did you do a bracket?
You know, for the first time in, 10+ years, I did not take the time to fill out a bracket. So I'm going to miss out on all the misery of watching my bracket blow up in the next couple days.
And mine already did yesterday. So, of course, Papa John's is sponsoring our ESPN Cleveland Tournament Challenge. ESPN Cleveland 101.3. I am 102nd in the ESPN Cleveland bracket. We had right at 200 people. And then, Bridget, what are you on ESPN?
I'm 44th in that one.
You're a joke.
I'm doing good.
Who'd you pick to win the whole thing?
Auburn.
Oh, of course you did. Number one over. Who would you have picked to win the whole thing?
I'll be pulling for Tennessee to go all the way.
They'll lose tonight. They're going to lose tomorrow night to UCLA. Now, I'm a UCLA fan, and here's my dad raised me to love John Wooden and UCLA. Mm-hmm. Well, my dad passed away last June, so his birthday is tomorrow. I think because of all, I'm taking that UCLA beats UT tomorrow night. I hope so, anyway. I hope the Vols. Hey, Larry McDaniel, Town Squire, you better stock up on some UCLA gear, buddy. It's over. That UT stuff's going to be in the trash bin. Now, I love UT football. Paul, what's going on at Papa John's? I can't think of anything better than to call up Papa John's when we're watching these games.
Yeah, we've got a couple of different things going on right now. Right, we've got our stuffed crust pizza still is kind of our featured product out there. $13.99 for a large one-topping stuffed crust pizza. We're also advertising our Works pizza, which has got 7 different ingredients on it, a little bit of everything, and that's $13.99 as well. But for next week, we've got something even bigger coming out. So I'm not sure if I can. Is this live? Is this on air?
We're live.
Okay,
on radio and TV.
Well, for those listening out there, next week we are going to do a buy one get one free. So
really,
we are.
Maybe you'll come back and tell us about it.
Yeah, large pizza, and then buy a large, get a large for free. So.
Really? So that'll be for next week?
Next week, starting Thursday.
For the weekend, next weekend. Paul, why does everybody love Papa John's? What, in your opinion, what is it?
Well, we do have the better ingredients. It does make a better pizza. Everything is is focused on quality, freshness, and then everything is made right there in our stores by our hardworking crew. So it's that personal touch that just makes it better.
Yeah, you've been in Cleveland for a long, long time, and people people come to count on Papa John's. And, it's a fun time of year, isn't it? I mean, the whole March Madness thing.
Absolutely, yeah. Always a fun time to break out a couple pizzas and have some friends over, watch some games till the early morning hours.
That's right. We love this time of year, and really big thanks to Papa John's. They are the sponsor not only of our ESPN Cleveland 101.3 bracket contest, but also we have the exclusive coverage in this area of the actual game coverage. And Papa John's also sponsoring that. So if you're driving around today or you want to listen to the games, they do it. Tremendous job. I was listening yesterday and last night on ESPN Cleveland 101.3. We have coverage of the national games through Westwood One. So appreciate you guys sponsoring all that.
Of course, and I think the grand prize is pizza for a year.
Come on. How cool is that?
Get you a chance to win a pizza every single week for the rest of the year.
So leading, by the way, the ESPN Cleveland 101.3 bracket, sponsored by Papa John's, is Daniel Cox. Daniel is a assistant pastor at First Baptist Cleveland, so he's leading after one day. But see, these people get all excited after one day,
Too soon.
Yeah, it's too soon. But I've never led an any day. After all, we've been doing this over 20 years. Jamie Peak leads Mixed Madness. Jamie works at Hughes Retirement, and but she picked Auburn. So anyway, Paul, anything else you want to add here about Papa John's, buddy?
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah. How do we get in touch with Papa John's? How do we place orders? What do we need to do?
Of course, you can use our app. Everybody loves the Papa John's app where you can get a lot of rewards and free stuff. Stop by our store. Call us at any local number there. We've got listed. And then, of course, papajohns.com is our website address.
All right. Paul, thanks for coming up this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Our buddy Paul with Papa John's. Free Papa John's for a year to the winner of our ESPN Cleveland bracket. We'll come back with more 12 minutes before 9 in just a moment. Stand by, everybody.
When it comes to your vascular...
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
At summer camp, kids find their why. Friendship and fun, a world of adventure beneath a golden sun. When kids find new passions, they find their why. Summer camp season starts soon. Find your why for a better us.
Hey, it's Josh. All the families that have and continue to purchase all your mattress needs from locally owned Mermaid Mattress. Keeping your dollars local is important, and so is buying from a family, not a firm.
All right, for today, we'll have sunny skies, a high of 62 and a low of 38 this evening. For tomorrow, mainly sunny, a high of 71 and a low of 35. And then on Sunday, partly cloudy during the day with a high of 77. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 30 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar, things are looking great out there.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Life Care Center of Cleveland, celebrating more than 45 years of serving the needs of this aging community. Life Care Center of Cleveland.
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news from Wholesale Supply. I want to introduce you to Piper's Picks, now available in our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Dalton markets. Thanks to our partnership with Piper Strummett and our friends at Progress Lighting, Piper's Picks brings you the latest trends and styles in decorative lighting. Browse our curated selection in our showrooms and make lighting your project easier than ever. Visit Wholesale Supply today and discover Piper's Picks, where style meets innovation. To find out more information and a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
It's Ram Truck Month at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Shop over 200 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams. Up to $11,000 off MSRP. Or get financing as low as 1.9% for up to 72 months. Buzzer beater savings on new Ram 1500 pickups. $11,000 off MSRP. Crown CDJR. The better way to buy and service. Visit CrownChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher that can offer free meal prep, including over 30 different marinades and seasonings to help you craft the perfect dinner. In fact, you'll be so impressed with our butchers, you'll be asking yourself, what can't they do?
I bet he'd be great at cleaning.
Okay, well, maybe not that. But at Food City, our butchers make almost everything better.
Yeah, they're gonna need to call Logan Thompson.
Give me Logan Thompson.
Logan Thompson.
I'm gonna need Logan Thompson. Logan Thompson. Logan Thompson. Don't worry, dear. We have Logan Thompson. I gotta call Logan Thompson.
Logan Thompson! If you want cool lawyers in Southeast Tennessee to represent you, it's Logan Thompson. We're cool and we get results.
All right, let's do it again.
Yeah.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
The Bradley Central High School Bears are in the state Final Four, the state semifinals. They are this is the farthest they've been since 2003. And good morning, Kent Smith. How about that? My buddy Kent Smith, the former Bradley coach who took him there in 03. Anyway, Bears against Hillsboro tonight in the state semifinals at 8:15 right here on Mix 104.1. That's 8:15 Eastern Time. Of course, it'll be at MTSU in Murfreesboro. And we'll have that on the all-new Mix 104.1 app. It's a free download at mymix1041.com. So get ready for that. We'll also have the Lady Vols tonight against South Florida over on ESPN Cleveland 101.3. You can also listen to that on the ESPN Cleveland app, which is presented by the Center for Sports Medicine. That's a free download from ESPN Cleveland 101.3.com. Let's get our final Simmons Bank celebration list checked this morning.
Happy birthday to Pastor Tucker Sears, youth pastor at Mount Olive. Also, Andrea Mullins is celebrating today. That's from her JFI family. Brittany Ensminger celebrating today, a fourth grade teacher at Michigan Avenue. Annie Arnwine is celebrating today. Kelsey O'Neill is having a birthday tomorrow, a third grade teacher at Michigan Avenue. Austin Harold is 25 today. Marquita Kelly is 55. Jason and Jamie Bennett, they celebrated their 15th wedding anniversary yesterday. Founders of Dark Horse Rescue Ranch. Krista Stewart is having a birthday today. Happy birthday, Krista. Also, Juan Gomez is going to be 42 tomorrow. Christy Shepard is celebrating today. Renee Davis is celebrating today. The birthday wish says we think she's 39 plus a few. Brody Dempsey is going to be 13 on Sunday. He is part of the band at Oakwood Middle School. That is from Mom and Dad. Amanda Montgomery is having a birthday today. Scott Montgomery is celebrating tomorrow. And Carolyn Skinner is celebrating tomorrow. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us for Monday. We'll take those on the volunteer Rid of Hess Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they've been helping their customers make their dreams come true since 1903. Call Jamie Kyle, 423-381-3429.
All right. Hey, what's going on at Zaxby's, by the way?
At At Zaxby's, grab a Zax Packs and get ready to dip, dunk, and devour 20 fingers or 30 boneless wings, crinkle fries, Texas toast, and a custom sauce bar. If you're feeding more than just your family, Zaxby's caters too. You can order on the app or visit Zaxby's.com.
All right, Zach Dangel is joining us with, he's a sports performance coach at C4 Sports Therapy here in Cleveland. How are you, Zach?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, buddy. Tell me about yourself.
Like you already said, I'm a strength and conditioning coach and athletic trainer.
Go a little closer if you
want. So strength and conditioning coach and athletic trainer over at C4. Title is the sports performance coach. Really what that means, I work with anybody doing rehabilitation all the way up to trying to get better at their sport. And anyone trying to just become a little bit healthier. Myself, I'm a CrossFitter, so that's my sport. The functional fitness, and I'm from Ohio. Moved down here this past July, and liking it so far. Yeah.
Well, good. Welcome to Cleveland. What can you do for people?
So the biggest thing is trying to make them more functional, and that can look like a lot of different things. So if someone is already an athlete and coming back from a rehab, that is continuing that process and trying to kind of get rid of any limitations that they still have and get them better than they were before at that sport. And a lot of times that's looking at previous ways they trained. How do we need to do that a little bit differently and do that going forward? But then there's a lot of other different situations. So say someone wants to get healthier, that's going to look a little bit different. Or somebody who wants to have a big transition or life change, that's going to look a little bit different as well.
We're joined by Zach Dangel. He's sports performance coach, C4 Sports Therapy here in Cleveland. It's actually over at the Pie Center here in Cleveland. So let's talk about people that you typically work with, including maybe age range, activity level, and backgrounds.
Yeah, so age range wise, over at C4, we have pretty much anyone from middle school, even a little bit younger, all the way up till retirement age, and people just wanting to stay active as long as they can. Population wise, high school, college athletes, younger than that, as well as your weekend warriors, people wanting to do marathons, ultra races. And really just recreational athletes. So C4 is a big kind of sports-focused place. So we'll take anyone, even those who aren't quite so active right now, but we're going to push you towards that. And that's the goal.
And then let's talk about the programs that you have, how they're different, and also what's included.
Yeah, so with pretty much everybody, I'm going to look at your basic movement patterns, squat, how you pull stuff off the ground, put weight over your head, all of that. It's just going to differ as to intensity and maybe what that looks like per person. So take your high school football player. They need to get really good at your power cleans, your bench press, your squat, and being able to sprint and cut and all of that. Someone maybe, like I said, that retirement age individual, they want to be able to keep up with their grandkids. So the movements might actually look very similar. There might just be 50 pounds on the bar instead of 250 pounds on the bar. So the movements differ in the intensity and the difficulty, not necessarily the kind. And the more that we can get everyone at a higher level, it's going to improve their quality of life.
How frequent? How frequent?
Yeah, so a lot of times people are already doing something else. So say someone has a sport, they're going to practice 3 to 4 times a week. So I don't want to overload them. That'll be maybe twice, maybe 3 times a week with me to fill in the rest of that program. Someone who maybe doesn't do quite so many things on their own, that can be all the way up to 5 if they really want to. That becomes a big question of how much can they and do they want to put into it. So like everything we do, the more sessions you want to do, the pricier it is a little bit, but that's part of the game. Ideally, we're filling in the gaps that somebody needs to have filled, whether that be strength, conditioning, or anything else.
And what are the benefits?
Benefits, there's a ton. So moving better means there's likely less pain throughout your life. And anytime you move better, you also get performance benefits. So like with our athletes, if you can get faster, you're going to be better at your sport, especially if we make that a little bit more sport specific. Everybody could benefit from getting stronger. The injury prevention idea, it's still kind of torn on whether we can truly prevent injuries, but the big thing we know is strength prevents injuries in a big way. So we focus on that a ton. And in general, we're going to look at lifestyle. We're going to look at lots of different things that can make everybody better on their own individual levels.
Zach Dangel, sports performance coach, C4 Sports Therapy, the Bradley County Schools Pi Center. How do people get in touch with you?
So you can find us at 2399 Parker Street Northeast. That's in the Pi Center, right next to Lee University. And more information, you can find us at Sport Med. That's for the CSMO, Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. And phone number 423-697-8844. Also, you can find us on Instagram, C4 Sports Therapy.
All right, Zach, great meeting you. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.
Great to meet you. Thank you.
All right, buddy. That's going to do it for us here this morning. A couple of reminders, Bridget. We've got the Bradley boys, the Bears tonight in Hillsborough against Hillsborough, and the state semifinals tip off at 8:15 here on Mix 104.1. And don't forget, folks, download our new app, Fruit Loops. It's actually you worked hard on it. It's actually pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's looking great. I think everybody that's used it so far loves it. And just try to make life a little bit easier.
Cleveland Board of Education Chairman Nate Tucker said he's traveling, probably kicked out of the house again, but anyway. But he's listening on the app this morning, said it sounds great.
Is Nate Tucker the best endorsement we can get? Surely we can get somebody better.
He's the only one who will admit he listens. I mean, everybody, all of our listeners wear bags on their head, and by the way, they should. Anyway. So we got Bradley tonight, 8:15, Mix 104.1 state semifinals. And let me see, because they're going to win tonight. I'll go ahead and call that. Hang on. If they win tonight, the championship game is at 7:30 Eastern tomorrow night. Bridget, let's go ahead and call it.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Do it. Hope they go all the way.
It's going to happen. So wouldn't that be cool? The Bradley girls won last week, the state championship, third in a row.
Yeah.
Now the Bradley boys win a championship. How about that?
That would be great.
So folks, if they win tonight, they would play at 7:30 Eastern tomorrow night. Of course, we'd have that. Mix 104.1. Lady Vols tonight, their first round game, South Florida NCAA Women's Tournament, 7:30 ESPN Cleveland 101.3. Supplied by Wholesale Supply Group, and then UT, the men will take on UCLA tomorrow night, 9:40, both stations, Mix 104.1 and ESPN Cleveland 101.3, presented by TVFCU. Bridget, any final thoughts here on your bracket?
Nope. Hope I move up from 105th place.
You won't. You'll go floor.
Yeah, probably.
Zach, who'd you pick to win the whole thing?
I picked Florida, so we'll see.
Maybe the most complete team in the tournament.
Might be. Yeah.
Maybe the most complete team. Fruit Loops. Hey, Fruit, who'd you pick to win the whole thing?
In one bracket, I have Duke, and in the other bracket, I think I have Houston. So,
Houston.
Yeah,
you're a loser. I picked Duke actually, but I mean it's not going to happen.
I wish now that I had picked Florida, but
Who'd you pick?
Auburn.
Loser. Hey, Sheridan, who'd you pick to win? She doesn't know. That's good. What we like. I require everybody who works. It's probably illegal. I don't care. I require everybody who works here to fill out a bracket. Don't you have one at C4?
Yeah, everybody has to fill out a bracket.
You fold your bracket into ours next year. Bunch of losers.
We can make that work.
Okay. Hey, by the way, hello, Lauren Lawson. Yes. Lauren's my friend. All right. That's it. That's all we got. Anything else?
Nope.
I don't know. We're going to play music.
Have a good weekend, everyone.
Excuse you?
Have a great weekend, everyone.
You're a loser.
I'll be at Kia Cleveland tomorrow from 11 to 1 with John Davis. So
I love John.
Come out and see us there. Yep. And then from there, I'll be over at the 24/7 Movement second annual pickleball tournament.
That's a big deal. What?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
So that's happening at Revolve Pickleball tomorrow. I'm going to be there. Actually, the tournament starts today. It's today, tomorrow, and Sunday. But they're going to have some great silent auction items, so the public can stop by, even if you're not playing in the tournament, and bid on those items. So that's going to be at Revolve Pickleball. I'll be there with a live broadcast with the 24/7 Movement from 1:30 till 3:30 tomorrow.
I'm like the last one who plays tennis. So, God bless you, pickleball people. I hope you succeed in life, but it's over. Poor old Zach. Zach, you're not a hostage. You can leave. I mean, you can stay. I don't care what you do. I mean, you can work on me if you want. I don't care. All right, 9:06. That's it. Fruit Loops. Any final words?
No. Have a good weekend. No.
We're done. It's over.
No,
Bye.
I'm done.
See you, buddy.
That's it.
Yeah.
Can I go home?
I thought you were at home. I thought you were doing this from home.
No. Can I go home and forget working the rest of the day?
No. Well, you can forget working permanently as far as I'm concerned now that the show's over. Bye. Get out. We're gone. It's over.
Broadcasting